up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mahra, and today I'm gonna read you how the rhinoceros got his skin. There's the rhinoceros over there. Okay, I'm just gonna zoom out here to see properly. Okay, we're gonna open the next page. This book belongs to... Look at that man staring out there. And it says, oh my god. Right here. How about here? It's okay here. Next page. Once upon a time, on a lonely island on the shores of the Red Sea, there lived a man. He owned nothing in the world but his hat and his knife and a cooking stove of the kind that you must practically never touch. The man was very happy. He had nothing to worry him except one rhinoceros who lived in the very middle of the island. He had a horn on his nose and two piggy eyes. Hump! In those days, the rhino's skin fitted him quite tight. There were no wrinkles in it anywhere. He had no manners then, and he has no manners now, and he never will have any manners. One day, the man took flour and water and currants and plums and sugar and other delicious things and made himself one big cake. It was 2 feet across and 3 feet thick. He put it on the stove and he baked it till it was all beautiful brown. It smelled yummy! The rhinoceros smelled the delicious smell just as the man was going to eat his cake. Along it came in 2 shapes of a tail. The man climbed to the top and a tall plum tree, and the rhinoceros upsets the stove with his nose, and the cake rolled into the sand. Then he spiked that cake on the horn of his nose, and he ate it all up. Every last crumb. Then the rhinoceros went away, waving his tail back to his home in the very middle of the island. The man came down from his plum tree and cleaned up the mess. As he cleaned, he thought of a plan, and he sang to himself. Then that talks cake, which man bakes, makes dreadful mistakes. That rhymes. I'm nearly done. Wait one moment. Is this better? Or is this better? I think this is better. A few weeks later, there was a heat wave in the Red Sea. It was so hot that everybody took off their clothes. The man even took off his hat. In those days, the rhinoceros skin bunted underneath with 3 buttons. 1, 2, 3. The rhinoceros took off his skin to wave a cooling swim in the sea. The rhinoceros did not say sorry to the man for eating his cake. He had no manners then, and he has no manners now, and he never will have manners. Splash! He jumped in the pool. Look at his belly, it's shiny. He waddled straight into the water and blew bubbles through his nose, leaving his skin on the beach. But the man found the skin. And he smiled, a big smile. Then he danced 3 times around the skin, rumbled his hands, the man filled his hat with crumbs. He had plenty because he never ate anything but the cake, and he never swept out his camp. Then he took that skin, and he shook that skin, and he scrambled that skin, and he rumbled that skin. Look at those crumbs. He put it all on the skin. Look at him there. At last, it was as full of dry salt, sticky cake crumbles, and some burned curds as he could possibly be. Then the man climbed to the top of his palm tree and waited. When the rhinoceros came in from his swim, he put on his skin and buttoned it up with the 3 buttons, and it tickled just the cake crumbs and bread. Look at those. Then he wanted to scratch, but that made it worse. Then he laid down on the sand and rolled. Nearly done. Then he ran to the palm tree and rumbled himself against it. He rumbled a wrinkle over his shoulders and another underneath, more on his legs, ping, and even rubbed his buttons right off. It spoiled his temperature, but it didn't make any difference to the crumbs. So he went home very angry and horribly scared Chi-Chi. The man came down from his palm tree and felt quite pleased with himself. From that day on, this very rhinoceros has a great fold in his skin and a very bad temperature, all because of the cake crumbs inside. Crumb. The end. I hope you guys loved this story, and please subscribe and hit the like button. See you guys later. Bye.